This is my Astro X X5 frame with the Emax LS 2207 motors, 2400 kV. Yeah, let's see if I can zoom in on that. The LS 2207 2400 kV pulled 113 grams. What the hell am I talking about? 113 amps. With these Dow Cyclone 5046 tri-blades. They definitely feel like they have more thrust than the 2306 2400 kV Emax motors, and they just dropped one. And they're great motors. The shafts, I haven't been able to bend a shaft on these yet. Well, that prop looks nice. They don't have the thrust of these 2207s. These are supposed to be like 2350 kV or right around 2300. They're not actually 2400. So maybe these are actually 2400 or maybe a little higher. But I'll put up some flight video from the Astro X with these motors. They perform better than I thought they were going to. I read a few reviews that said that they, they're just all right. But I was impressed with their performance. They're pretty good, nice and smooth. The shafts on them, I don't know about the shafts. Hold on, let me take one apart. And we're back. See if I can focus on this. Good job, Canon. Here's the 3mm hollow shaft of the 2207 LS motor. I don't know why they put so much. I had trouble balancing this motor. There's a lot of balancing mud in it. But yeah, when I first got them, I didn't even realize they had a 3mm shaft. Maybe that's the limitation of a 2207 motor. I don't know. But let's look at the shaft on the 2306. By the way, these are 32 grams with the prop nut and short wires, and they're supposed to be light spec. And the 2306 with short wires and no prop nut weighs 33 grams. So maybe 34 with a prop nut, maybe. We're pretty close. So it's not a whole lot lighter than this motor. And I really don't like the way they had to use a smaller screw. I love the screws on the 2306 Emax. They use a 2mm screw, so it's easy to get on and off. And look at the difference here. Get these off. Come on. The difference between a 4mm hollow shaft and a 3mm hollow shaft. I have yet to bend a shaft on one of these 2306 Emax motors. They don't bend. I haven't bent one. Hit trees with them. Can't see it. Anyway, hit trees right on the motor. Still have not bent one of these. Crazy, crazy strong shafts on these motors. And they don't have any, oh, that's weird. They don't, on the 2306, there's like a little washer in here. Can't get it out. There. And now it's stuck to the, there it is. Now it's stuck to the magnets. There's a little washer in there. Like a little tapered washer. I don't have that on the 2307. Maybe that's not necessary, and another way to save weight, which they didn't really save much weight. Despite the 3mm shaft and not being all that light, they perform really good in the air. I like the feel of them. They're nice and responsive. They handle these props no problem. They got lots of power. The 3mm shaft, though, I don't see that holding up. I'll put up some previous video that I shot when I first got the motors, showing the wires down here at the base. I went ahead and epoxied put some epoxy around the base where that wire is to keep branches and stuff from breaking them. I mean, anything hit that, it was going to break. They use multi-strand wire And if I can get it to... I can't see what I'm doing. The light's terrible out here. Use multi-strand wire. And they don't even bother to epoxy it to the base. See that one right there? I mean, it's just, you can move it around with your finger. Any little twig's gonna break that wire. Look at it. Now, you look at a T-motor, which doesn't even have a naked bottom. Look what T-motor does. Yeah, they put epoxy in there. They epoxy the wires to the base. So there's no chance of it anything damaging or pulling that wire. I mean, they do a real good job of it too. All the way around. Now, why can't Emax do that? They're the same. These motors are the same price. Light spec.